Hello there, it's me Garenpuff, and welcome to my Let's Play of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I've been wanting to do the Xeno series for a minute when it comes to Let's Plays, but due to bad recording and me trying this before and hating it, I just never got around to doing it. I'm still even working on a Persona series right now. But I finally feel confident enough to do this, so I'm ready to do it. I'm gonna try to be playing 1, 2, and 3, since that's, I guess you can call chronological order. It doesn't matter too much. They're all their standalone games, but I want to do it that way. So we're gonna start off with Definitive Edition. Let's get into it. I will be using the Xenoblade 2 player bonus for the 100,000 G, just so you know.
Long ago, the world was nothing more than an endless sea, cloaked in a boundless sky, reaching as far as could possibly be imagined. Then two great titans came into existence. The Bionis and the Mechonis. The Titans were locked in a timeless battle. Until at last, only their lifeless corpses remained. Eons have passed. Now, our world, this vast land stretching across the remains of the Bionis, is under attack from a relentless force known as the Mechon. Retreat! Retreat! Get away from me! Retreat! No retreat! The Mechon's unknown! No! No!
They're advancing down our weak right flank. For a bunch of soulless machines, they seem to know a thing or two. But we'll see.
Young man, we've been given the order to retreat. We're pulling back the line to Colony 6. That's where we'll set up the last line of defense.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Any more time spent hanging around here, and we're done for.
Count me in. We gotta get out of here.
Or we can stay and fight.
What?
We may die if we take a stand here, but staying gives us the chance to change our destinies. We have the Monado. With this, the future is ours for the taking.
Stupid beast. Your body can't take any more of the Monado. I can tell by just looking at you.
Getting short-sighted in your old age, Dixon. I'm fine. Don't worry, I'm still in control.
I should have known I couldn't talk sense into a beast. Let's do this. I'm going with you. You'll need someone to drag your corpse on.
As long as you think you've still got the strength in you, old man.
Oi, you two! We've been ordered to pull back. I'm leaving!
Well, I say you're coming with us. What would we do without those?
The enemy's second wave is approaching!
It's now or never, Dunban. Let's show them what we've got. We'll give them a warm Hom's welcome.
Acknowledged.
Yeah! Ha! What are they trying to prove? I'm not throwing my life away. No point dying in some godforsaken field. Nothing for it. I'll have to use Dunban as a decoy. Yeah, that should give me time to escape.
Dang, getting ambushed, I guess. That sucks. Whatever, might as well fight. Pressing LNR, you can target a monster, and you have a battle panel right there. Just click A to go and start your fight. You do not click A constantly to actually attack. You just auto-attack by getting close to a monster. That's to the extent of how combat works in this game, until you're able to activate your arts. These are special abilities that you are capable of doing when they are charged up in battle. At the moment, they charge up by auto-attack. Later on, some of these arts will instead be charging up by other means, such as they're mostly happening over time. Oh, nice. Got them both with Buster, which does more damage to Mechon. Very nice. The other one was Enchant, which allows everyone else to hit the Mechon, since only the Monado seems to be able to cut them. Even though we're pretty sure in that cutscene we saw a couple of other things hitting the Mechon, I think it's just safe to say that the Monado's the only one that can deal with them. At least for now, I guess. Hopefully everything will be fine. I'd rather save it, but I might as well do this. There we go. I mean, might as well when they're lined up like that, because Buster is it's more like a forward AoE attack than a regular, attack that only hits the enemy in front of you. Despite the fact that we're the only ones doing damage, it seems, nope, I'm not gonna get into that, that's a later mechanic. You'll know what I was talking about. Hit it, there we go. And let's just finish him off.
You gotta be kidding!
It's their main force. Looks like the Mechon are hell-bent on taking us out.
They'll have to be if they want to beat us. Now, let's even the odds a bit.
You heard him.
Dixon, Munka, let's do this.
Dunban!
I ain't going down that easily.
Dunban! You alright?
What does it look like? I'm still good to go.
Guess even a hero's gotta reach his limit eventually.
Munka, what are you doing? That way is...
Sorry, brothers. Hate to drop this on you, but it's the Monado they're after. So have fun keeping them occupied for me. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Munka, you dirty...
Now, don't worry. I'll organize your funerals. Well, see you, boys.
Wait!
Huh? If this is a joke, it ain't funny. Looks like this is it. At least we know our luck can't get any worse from here. Dunban?
Dixon, take care of the survivors.
Dunban, what are you playing at?
Those idiots. I'll just come and get the Monado when everything's quieted down a bit. That thing's gonna be mine! Oh no, please! No!
Vile Mechon. If you think the Homs, the people of Bionis, are just waiting here for you to pick us off. You are sorely mistaken.
A mech on M71. I bet I can use its optical system to align one of the anti-air batteries. Oh, no good. It's broken. The joint section. It's buckled. It's completely useless. Ugh. Huh? An M69! Its armor would be perfect for making a shield. If I can just get it off, I should be able to... Shoot! Ryan! It's not a mechon. It's just a crabble. It was using the mechon armor as a shell.
I'll lure it away and topple it. When it's down, use your arts to finish it off.
And learning a new battle mechanic soon. You can see we now have HP, well, we already had HP gauges, but now they're actually giving us attention towards it. And it's still trying to tell us to select arts, and we have two new arts, backslash and light. Now, at the moment, Shulk has aggro. You don't want that. You want your defenders, which in this case is Rhine, to have the aggro instead.
We can definitely do this!
So, arts are no longer done by auto attack. They are instead done by a cooldown system, which eventually will go down. Which eventually will come back. Talent arts are now increased by auto attacking or by using using a certain thing at the correct time. I'm not going to use this yet. As you can see, these flicks break, but this thing's almost dead. There's no reason to use it. Defeated enemies will drop trigger chests as well. I believe only 20 of these can be in an area at once before the latest one despawns. Now we have a new guy. The green ring also stops you from escaping. Like, that wasn't an obvious thing. So, aggro is very important. Aggroing show which enemies is being attacked. You want to make sure that Rhine has the aggro since he can take more of the damage, and so that way you are able to use your backslash, which has a bonus effect seeing as you know, it's the back. Going down, use our ability which gets break, and then it is now toppled, which we can now backslash it down.
Thanks, Ryan. That was a close one.
Man, what were you doing wandering off by yourself? Stay where I can keep an eye on you. It's pretty dangerous outside of the colony. There are all kinds of monsters.
Yeah, but thanks to you, we got its shell. Everyone in the colony's gonna be really happy.
I'm more worried about you than the shell. Oh, whatever. Knowing what you're like, at least you'll make a decent weapon out of it. This scrap driver's excellent.
I just learned by watching Dixon make weapons.
Of course, Dunban's weapon still beats them all.
The Monado. I hope I can figure out the secret of his power one day.
You will, Shulk. Anyway, we better get back to the colony. If I'm late for drills again, old Square Tash is gonna kill me.
Square Tash? Oh, the Defense Force Colonel. He's pretty scary.
Tell me about it.
Sorry, I didn't mean for you to come all the way out here during your break.
Don't worry about it. Let's get back.
Isn't that nice? At least he cared about us. So, the game has you follow the dotted line in order to know where you're going, and you can click ZR to know where exactly it is you're supposed to be going. You have a system menu to save your progress, but there is auto-saving in this game. You can review tutorials at any time. I'm bringing this up for important reason, because my gosh. Also, any tutorials that you see immediately there, you can click the minus button in order to go and check immediately. There's also an event theater to see all the cutscenes that you have seen up to this point. And we have a new chest here. Let's see what's inside. Nice. So yes, you are able to click ZR and see exactly what's going to happen, and... well, whatever that is. So, let's go ahead and just continue onward, and there are achievements in this game. If I click X, we have this area here in order to change our equipment, look at the area, change the time, and go to collectibles. As you can see, there are achievements in this game. One of them I have not gotten yet, and I want to go ahead and just quickly do that if I can. So we can just go here, go to the enemy's back, and before we even initiate the battle, just backslash him immediately. Call it rude all you want. I call it tactics. Oh geez, he's aggroed me, and that is not good. Okay, that's stupid. Alright, whatever, I need to heal. There we go. Oh my god! What the heck? No! No! Game, I do not deserve that. What the heck? Also, get out of there. You're in the chest. Okay, good. You're out of the chest now. What the heck? Right, chests have different rarity. I was not ready to all of a sudden get a gold chest, which gives you a lot of good things. Well, I guess we're getting into equipment quicker than I thought we would. So yeah, automatically, you are able to go ahead and get different equipment, which I was not ready to do. As you see, it changes your look a bit, and these are unique items, so they give us these little effects here. Don't worry about them too much at the moment. But what if I don't want them to look that way? Well, fear not. You are capable of setting different outfits on. This includes as if you were wearing no armor. For the sake of this game being serious, I am going to be making sure everybody is wearing some form of armor in the cutscenes. Usually it will be their default outfits. Call me boring, I do not care. I would rather be incredibly boring than deal with annoyances. So I just want to quickly go ahead and do this, and you can see that there's colony type here, but that usually for headgear, I'm going to keep it, they call it Ekru. I do not know what that means. Just overall, I'm going to be selecting the base outfits each time. I'm going to do that right now. There we go. Was not expecting to get into that now, but when you get that kind of armor, yeah, you're going to immediately want to get into that. I got an achievement as well. Ooh, shiny. Did I get the achievement for doing that, by the way? Not sure. Maybe I already had it and I was just being weird. Yeah, I have two here. Backstabber and what's the other one? Depending on what that is means I didn't need to fight that. Yeah, I didn't need to fight that guy. But you know what? It doesn't matter. We got cool armor out of it. So you know what? I don't care. Collectibles. You are able to put them into your Collectopedia, which if you fill up an entire row, can help you out quite a bit. Because I have nothing else to do with them, I am going to be putting them in when we get them. So for now, let's go and immediately get this strong dandelion. Okay. Am I able to, if I go to Collectopedia and then click X? Yes, I can immediately leave. Okay. Wasn't actually sure about that. One is never enough. Do not know what that achievement means. Anyway, we don't need to worry about fighting too much, but seeing as we're already close to level 3, we might as well fight like one more enemy. And just because I like being a jerk, I'm going to backslash him like this again. Alright, Ryan gains aggro, because it was kind of a beat. It's nice. And I'm immediately aggroed again. Ryan, can you please? Whoop. Nice. All leveled up and everything. Stiff hair. Don't know how useful it is. I don't think that's actually going to be at all useful, but you know what? Whatever. let's just continue onward with the path and try to make it to Colony 9, which seems to be where we live. Yeah, I got nothing for this opening part. It's very one track, just having you go to your area. But I think it would be kind of weird if first area, all of a sudden, we're able to explore this vast area, and the character doesn't, and you don't even really know how the controls work all that well. I think it's safe to say linear to begin with is a good idea.
Here we are. I better stop in at HQ. You off to the weapon development lab?
Yeah, when I've sold any parts I can't use.
All right. See you later.
Now we are all by ourselves, so I wouldn't recommend fighting opponents right now. We are able to go to the shopkeep to buy things and sell things, and we are able to accept quests. And trade with people with actual names. I don't know if you can trade with people who do not have names. Anyway, as you can see, just for going to a new area, we do actually get experience for that. Something the game I don't think explains too much. It might explain it later, but yeah, for landmarks and anything else, you do get experience for it. So let's go to the shop, and going into selling, you are able to just sell whatever you want if you're not going to use it. I'm going to keep everything for the moment. Even these things, just looking at it all, I'd rather keep it all where it is. And if we go to buy, we can just buy whatever we want that seems useful. None of these are useful for us at the moment. We'll get into that later. Why would I'm not going to worry about that. None of this is something that we can use. We'll get into later how any of it's useful. So this stuff is better than what we have, but at the moment, none of it is better than what we have because of what we got. Except for this, but it's kind of expensive, and I don't want to immediately buy anything too expensive at the moment or anything interesting. These are very useful books that allow us to increase the level of arts. We don't have that ability yet, so for now I'm just going to save my money on that. You know what, forget it. I don't care if I'm being called creepy. I'm also going to buy this immediately, because why the heck not? You can come back later and buy it if you want, but if you want to get all the armor, you might as well. And because I'm never going to use any of it, because it's got horrible defenses, and the only thing it's got going for it is increasing your HP, I'm just going to immediately sell this back to the guy. I don't care if I don't get as much money for it. Might as well. I have no use for it. Might as well get some money off of it, even if I don't get a profit. So again, I'm not going to accept any quests, but you do have that option if you want to immediately just go quest hunting. Trust me when I say it, we'll get to quest hunting later. For now, we need to head over to the weapons development area, and I'll talk to him later. He's useful, but I'll get to him another time. We should be getting to level 4 now with the next location or landmark we get to. That's pretty good. So, this game, I really do enjoy the Xeno series quite a lot. And, oh, there we go. Level 4. The Central Plaza. Weapons development is right over here. Despite the fact that, in this whole thing, they could have explained this such a while ago, now they're explaining discovering landmarks, despite the fact that we have discovered like 3 to 4 already. And this is when the tutorial is popping up. I guess it was like, oh, if you're confused on what all that was, but like, you might as well just explain when we first got to the landmark. It wouldn't have been that difficult.
You idiots! What the hell are you playing at?
Uh-oh. The Colonel's gonna explode.
Crashing the mobile artillery into a house. How long have you been in the Force?
Sorry, sir. It's just that we were trying to go as fast as we could, like you ordered.
But it's impossible to get back to the military district in only 40 seconds.
I don't want any excuses. Champions don't whine, they win.
Yes, sir.
You're a disgrace to the uniform. Are you forgetting the shame you brought on this force during joint maneuvers with Colony 6? Stick your back into it, maggots! Move it!
Yes, sir.
Get the artillery back to the military district, double time! Then I want 1,000,000 press-ups from both of you, and you better not stop until your biceps explode!
Colonel, we can't move the artillery.
What? You better give a damn good reason why.
Sir, the impact of the crash damaged the ether conduction cable. The ether fuel proceeded to leak out, and now the cylinder is empty.
Well, change the cylinder then! Can't you even do something as simple as that?
The auxiliary cylinders have all been used up. It'll be 3 days until more come in, sir.
I told you to keep a stock of fuel in reserve!
Sorry, sir.
You're nothing but slackers!
Same old Colonel. At this rate, the men will all be dead before they see any action.
Well, he's an interesting character. Whatever. Let's just head down here. That's what the game wants us to do, so we might as well. Oh hey, there's the shiny Monado. Wonder what it has importance for.
All right, Shulk. How are you?
Dixon! When did you get back to Colony 9?
Just now. I see you've been busy. Looks like your Monado research has been going well. I made the right choice leaving you in charge.
Your research notes really helped.
So, you can activate it now then.
Well, anyone can activate it. The problem is controlling it.
Yeah, for everyone except him.
Yes. If anyone other than Dunban were able to control the Monado, we could surpass any military force in the world.
You think so? What are these hidden functions you mention?
It's still only conjecture, but it's starting to look like the Monado might be something far more significant than just a weapon for defeating Mechon.
I see. And the evidence to support your theory?
It's the symbol that appears in the center when it's activated. What I know is, the central piece is made from multi-layered glass. The symbol appears on the top layer, and each layer is constructed differently.
So it's possible that other symbols could appear on different layers.
Which means...
the Monado might conceal even more power. Am I right?
if we could just unlock the Monado's power.
Dunban! Dunban!
Prioritize the most severely injured! Come on, get a move on!
Dunban!
Don't look like that. I haven't come yet. Oh. Shulk. Oh. It was the Monado. It was controlling me. Even so, it saved us. Saved our future. Next, it will be up to you.
Dunban.
Well, I better get the supplies delivered to the Defense Force. I'll drop round the HQ and see how they're getting on.
Okay then. I'll see you later.
Shulk, you're spending too much time in the lab. Either that or rummaging for junk in the scrapyard. It ain't healthy for a kid your age. That's why you're always looking so pasty. You should get out, get some fresh air once in a while. All right, I'm off.
Dunban, are you awake yet?
Is it time to eat already? You didn't have to bring it yourself. You could have just called me.
Don't be silly. Do you want me to feed you?
Don't treat me like an invalid. I'm better than I was a year ago.
Much better. I really thought I lost you back then.
Yes, but now I'm almost well enough to handle the Monado again.
Dunban, don't say that. The Meccan have gone now. Oh, why would you say that?
I just mean I'm prepared. Sorry.
Okay. More importantly, eat up before it gets cold. I made something really special today.
Don't feel like you need to stay here then, Fiora. Go and make your next delivery.
Huh?
Well, I'm sure you'd like Shulk to try some while it's still hot.
That's okay. Shulk has no sense of taste. He'll say it's delicious even if it's stone cold.
In which case, today he would actually mean it.
Maybe.
I'm fine, Fiora. Off you go.
Okay. Dunban, thanks.
I'm not finished yet. I have to be prepared to use the Monado again.
Alright, we have a new character that we're using, Fiora. And we have a quest that we're given. Deliver food to Shulk. And, we meet our first girl character, and automatically we have to deliver food to a guy. You know what, I'm not gonna question it. Just gonna leave. Leave it that.
Hey, Fiora.
Dixon!
Looks like you're in a hurry. Where are you off to?
I just thought I'd take Shulk some food. I'm on my way to the lab.
Shulk's not there right now.
Really?
I just sent him out to get some fresh air. You know where he'll have gone.
Outlet Park.
That's the one.
Okay. Thanks, Dixon.
Alright, I know I just made that joke, but Fiora is an interesting character, and it's not like she's a female stereotype. I promise she has more to her than just that. I swear. So, Fiora is actually some form of an attacker, having an attack that does do damage from behind, and having an attack that can cause break. Pretty cool, honestly. We're not going to get into combat right now, but she also has her talent art, which you can't see there, but it's actually a very powerful four-hit attack. It is really good. God dang it. I had a topic I wanted to mention from the cutscene with Shulk and Dixon, but I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. Alright. The thing about the whole joke stereotype. This is something I did get from another channel. But apparently, originally, for the scene that's coming up, seeing as we're delivering food to Shulk, it was actually giving him a curry, because, well, that seemed like the proper thing to do. However, that was seen as a stereotype in Japan, so they decided to change it to something else. Boy, could we have told them what would happen instead in America.
The Monado. It's the only sword that's effective against the Mechon armor. They say that before time began, it was wielded by the Bionis. The same Bionis that we all live on. It must have a secret. That's how Dunban was able to destroy so many Mechon. And why he lost the use of his right arm. If I can just unlock the secret of its power.
Shulk!
Fiora! This is great. It tastes so good.
Really?
It's amazing.
Oh, Shulk, you say that every day.
Not quite. It's always delicious, but today it's amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. I used some special herbs and spices today. So if you said it was just the same as usual, I'd know for sure you had no sense of taste.
What?
Oh, nothing. Ah, the breeze feels so good.
Yeah. I'd forgotten what it feels like. I never thought it could be so quiet here.
You're spending too much time with Ryan. You're getting used to all the noise he makes.
Yeah, maybe.
Ah, it's so peaceful. You know, Shulk, I hope every day can be like this, always.
Huh? The debris siren.
Strange. There hasn't been much falling lately.
There might be more on the way. The anti-air batteries can't protect us out here. Let's get back to the lab.
Okay.
Well, I would like to just immediately go back to the place, but I've been recording for quite a bit. There is a new mechanic here, encouraging and helping people up. We'll get into what that means at a later moment because, well, I'm not going to be fighting at the moment, and you are able to switch who the party leader is, and all these different things that I will get to at some point. So, I think I am ready to end this episode off here. If you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you whenever I can get an actually good uploading schedule in. Peace.